Well, hi, it's Grandpa Ricky, and I don't know how many weeks I've been on enforced by fear of dying home staycation retreat quarantine. I've just realized that there's a good chance that I'll be on 50 more weeks of quarantine because I'm old. And I heard somebody say, yeah, most people are going to get this COVID 19 and they'll get sick for a couple of weeks and they feel like crap, and then they'll get healthy and go back to their lives. And because of my age and all these things I've got that don't work anymore, um, I will be on home quarantine for a long time. And I'm making this video for my friend Doug. He's the uh, father of a good friend and father-in-law of a good friend. And he wants to get back from California to Maine, and a lot of airports to pass through and stuff. And I guess one of the things that has made my life a lot easier is I've had a lot of teachers who've taught me how to travel in crazy germ-infested situation, including my friend Betsy, who introduced me to hand sanitizer and taught me about, never touch anything without washing your hands afterwards and keep your hands away from your mouth as much as you can. And that's really hard. So, Doug, here's what I would do. I would stock up on face masks. You can decorate them with something if you want to get really silly about it. Um, and I would get some plastic trash bags, and I would get some 90% alcohol spray and a lot of hand sanitizer. And I would drink a lot of water a week before I was going to travel, because keeping hydrated seems to be a big one. And I get as much rest as I could. Even if I wasn't sleeping, I just would lie there and tell my body to go to sleep if my brain is running all these scenarios and fear and ideas and stuff like that. And I would be relaxed and really well rested before I even attempted to get a lift to the airport. And I would take rubber gloves with me, and I wouldn't give a crap's ass about um, what other people thought about how I looked or anything like that. And I would, every chance I would wash the rubber gloves that I was wearing, or I would wash my hands. And it's a great meditation, Doug, because you got to be 100% focused all the time. You can't let your guard down at all until you got to the other end. You took your clothes off at the door, you put them in the plastic bag, and you walk naked into your house. And then you have a shower, a really good scrub, and you scrub your hands and you sing happy birthday about, I don't know, 5 times. Apparently, it takes 30 seconds to sing happy birthday, and that's how long you should do this. And So what I do is I go to the airport, and I hear that they're letting you take a little more fluid on board, and so you try to sneak in some rubbing alcohol, even though it's flammable. But in that spray stuff, you can wash your hands or wipe down your rubber gloves. And I would go through, and every time anybody's given me something like my passport or my ticket or something, I would wash my hands again. Um and so it's just like, think about radiation, that radiation is like, you can't see it, you got to just imagine it's there. And so you're always watching out. And you can make temporary face mask things. by wadding up Kleenex and sticking it up your nose and then pulling it out and throwing it away, and then wash your hands again. Um, and I would put on a face mask, and I would have purchased eucalyptus oil or oregano oil or peppermint oil. Any of those I think are good. I don't know. And I'd put a couple of drops of that on the face mask. The other thing about the face mask is that it heats up the air that goes into you. And I would see if I could take a thermos bottle on my carry-on suit, in my carry-on bag, and then the minute that I get a chance to ask the flight attendant to put, if there are still any, to put hot water. And then I sip hot water as much as I can. And the idea is that that washes or helps wash any germs or viruses or anything like that down into my gut. My gut, like your gut, is capable of